does that even mean? I'd been racking my brain every day since then. Where did we go wrong? Did I forget an ingredient somewhere? Overmixed the batter? Salted when I should have sugared? Or maybe, I think bitterly as I attack another lump of flour, our metaphorical oven just wasn't hot enough. All I know is I haven't slept a night since it happened. I lie awake staring at the ceiling, my mind turning the recipe of our relationship over and over, trying to find the mistake. Because there has to be one. There has to be. Things don't just go so badly wrong for no reason. Another thud comes from the living room. I jolt at the sudden noise and drop an egg onto the floor. Damn it! It splatters over the cheap checkered linoleum. Yellow oozes through cracked white. I think that's the last of it. The voice from the living room is low and gruff and enough to make all my limbs tingle uncomfortably. I take a deep breath. I suppose I have to talk to him eventually. After all, he's going to be living here. I emerge from the kitchen and come face to face with Connor Pratt. Or, more specifically, with Connor Pratt's abs. There go my limbs, tingling again. Connor has his shirt pulled up, using the hem to wipe the sweat from his face. His perfectly sculpted abs glisten like he's in a men's cologne ad. It's really quite ridiculous. I'd roll my eyes if I could manage to tear them away from his midriff. I think that's it, he says again, when he finally drops his shirt back into place and sees me standing there. With the offending muscles safely out of view, I'm free to roll my eyes as desired. You know, you could have put them right in your room, instead of leaving them out here in the living room. I wanted to get them up here as fast as I could, he explained. The truck's double parked. Well, I'm just saying. He has this stupid half grin on his face, and it's so Connor. He always had such an attitude, even back when he was a cocky 16-year-old and I was the dumb little kid with a crush on her older brother's best friend. Of course, that was back before I understood what guys like him were really like. Now I know that those cocky grins come with equally cocky attitudes and a sense of entitlement that makes my skin crawl. No, I know guys like Connor. That's why I ended up with a sweet guy like Lou instead. Of course, look where that got me. Hiding out in my own kitchen making salted caramel heartbreak brownies where the salt came straight from my own tears. Okay, not really, but it might as well have. I fold my arms and stare down Connor. I'm determined not to let that grin have any effect on me whatsoever. Not like it used to. Well, just get them out of the way soon. I don't want to be tripping over them all month. Aye, aye, Captain. He gives me a fake salute. Once again, I roll my eyes. I have to get back in the kitchen. I dropped an egg. Connor raises one eyebrow. Is that a euphemism? Even my hair blushes. No, I literally dropped an egg on the floor, and now I'm going to go clean it up. I scurry into the kitchen before I can potentially embarrass myself further. But as I clean up the broken egg and then get the brownies ready to go into the oven, I catch myself sneaking peeks into the living room. Connor had gone out to move the truck, but now he's back, and he's beginning to lug all the boxes of his things from the living room into his new bedroom. Watching him work is almost as satisfying as creaming butter and sugar together. His biceps bulge, his neck strains, and a sheen of sweat appears on his forehead. Every time he bends, his thighs flex, and as he lifts, those broad shoulders harden, testing the limits of the thin fabric of his t-shirt. I should go out there and offer to help him. It would be the nice thing to do. Then again, he'd probably just decline my offer anyway, I quickly reason. And the view is so much better from back here. I get so distracted by The Connor Pratt Show that I forget all about the brownies. When a whiff of scorched chocolate catches my attention, I realize they've been in the oven far too long. Shit! I yank the door open and wave away the smoke. The brownies are